Seat. Come on, I want to give away $1 million tonight. Yes. Right, let's have a look at our 6 contestants. Yeah, they look smart enough. Somebody might win the whole lot tonight, at least a whole lot of money. That's what I want to do. Change somebody's life in the next half hour. So sit back and enjoy as our 6 contestants try their best to win $1 million. Right, let's meet our contestants tonight. Over here in seat number 1, we have Trent Baker. Absolutely loves Shakespeare and studied at Shakespeare's Globe Theatre in London. While at high school, Elisa McDonald was suspended for lighting a can of deodorant. Lawyer Lindsay Dick hitchhiked on the back of a bitumen truck in the Philippines. Yvonne Bailey entered a Masters Surfing Championship just for fun and came up against world champion Lane Beachley. Rhiannon Tiernason once turned vegetarian to impress a boy. Unfortunately, neither worked out. And Rob Trott walked 2 k's home from the shops. Then he realised that he drove there in the first place. All right. Let's go, Trent. Come on. Hello, Trent Baker.
G'day, Eddie.
48 years of age, an actor, theatre director, drama school educator from St Kilda, Eastern Victoria. Kelly's your friend. Hi, Kel.
Hi, Eddie. How you going?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Hey, tell me about the Globe Theatre, working at the Globe Theatre or studying at the Globe Theatre in London, Shakespeare's old theatre.
That's it, yeah. About 4 years ago, I was one of 12 actors from around the world who got invited to study at the Globe Theatre in London for 6 weeks and basically study movement, voice and acting and get to perform on the stage.
What's your favourite Shakespearean play?
The Winter's Tale. That's probably my favourite.
I know the Winter's Tale.
Yeah, it's a kind of older, not old, what is older?
Yeah. They're all old now.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's one of the later ones that he wrote. So,
Right, OK.
Yeah.
What's it about, the Winter's Tale?
The Winter's Tale is basically about a couple called Leontes and Hermione. Basically, he accuses her of being unfaithful, banishes her, kills one of their children, and then realises that isn't true. And
it's a comedy then, obviously.
It's a comedy.
Yeah.
Shakespearean comedy, absolutely.
Speaking of comedy, you do a great impersonation, I believe, of Jim Carrey impersonating Jack Nicholson.
That's correct.
OK, come on.
All right.
This is Jim Carrey impersonating Jack Nicholson.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are many transformations in this life, and here is one of my favourites.
Lying bats over Gotham City. Wait till they get a load of me.
That's good. Good stuff, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Now, you've done some great work too. Directed a show, or assisted directed a show, with the wonderful, fabulous Caroline O'Connor. What was the show?
The show was called Scarlett O'Hara at the Crimson Parrot. It's a terrible title, but it's a good play.
OK.
It was a new Aussie play that she was in, and she was amazing to work with.
She is one of the great musical theatre stars.
Just so multi-talented on every level, so, yeah.
She's fantastic. Trent, good luck.
Thank
we
you.
want you to win $1 million. It's 15 questions away. You ready to play Hot Seat?
Absolutely.
Let's go. Come on. $100. Which of these is the common name for a large open-topped container used to dispose of waste materials? A, jump. B, leap. C, skip. D, romp.
Let's lock in C, skip, thanks, Eddie.
Skip is locked in and correct for $100. 200. Which of these people has been named People Magazine's sexiest man alive? A, Hugh Jackman. B, Hugh Hefner. C, Hugh Remington. D, Hugh Beauty.
I actually went to drama school with this guy, so I'll lock in A, Hugh Jackman.
Lock in A, Hugh Jackman. You went whereabouts? At Whopper?
At Whopper, yeah.
Over in the West Australian Performing Arts?
Yeah.
What was he like, young Hugh?
Exactly as you see him now. He was the loveliest guy ever. Every girl wanted him and every guy wanted to be him. And whenever you met him, you just thought, oh, what can I do for you? Super charming, super nice guy.
And he remains that right to this very day.
Absolutely.
He is a super bloke and a superstar. Hugh Jackman's correct for $200. 300. Which of these is not a US state? A, Massachusetts. B, Tallahassee. C, Mississippi. D, Tennessee.
Okay, I'm thinking it's Mississippi, but let me just... Massachusetts, Boston,
Can pass.
I'll lock in C, thanks, Eddie.
Mississippi?
Yes.
Locked in C, Mississippi. No, Trent. Tallahassee. Yeah, Tallahassee's the capital of the US state of Florida.
Right.
Tallahassee Bridge, that famous song.
Yeah.
No, Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts, Mississippi, Tennessee,
Gotcha.
all
No worries.
states. Thanks, Trent.
Eddie.
See you,
Good on
buddy.
Thanks, mate.
Hello, Elisa McDonald.
How
How are you?
Good. thank you.
Welcome to the show. A midwife at the Royal Women's Hospital.
I am.
I was born at the Royal Women's Hospital.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I wasn't there when you were born, probably.
Would have been a long labour if you are, because you're 37 and I'm not.
Yep.
Peter's your husband. G'day, Peter.
Good day, Eddie. How are you?
I'm very well. Tell me the Peter and Elisa story.
Yeah, so I was 20 and I was travelling in Europe, and I met a handsome 30-year-old Dutch man.
Yeah.
And
whereabouts?
In Paris.
Oh, where else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very corny.
The city of love?
Yeah, of course. And then he was living in Paris at the time, so 6 months later he decided to try and give it a go in Australia. And the rest is history.
And you came out here and you've been here ever since?
Yeah, I thought, why not take a risk and come over here, see how it goes, and it went really well.
It's gone really well. It's so much so that we have Oliver, who's 10, Saskia, who's 8, Hugo, who's 5.
Yep.
You speak Dutch?
Een beetje.
At the kids?
Yes.
And what happened? Have you been caught out a couple of times?
I have. So when we're out and they're being really naughty, instead of yelling at them in English so everyone can understand, I yell at them in Dutch in a nice, firm tone. And a woman at Brunetti's turned around and said, ik ook praat Nederlands. I also speak Dutch. And she just heard the whole conversation.
Hey, how did you learn your Dutch?
How did I learn? Yeah, I did a 6-week course at the CAE. And then Peter and I spoke Dutch at home. We tried to just practice
And
at
how
home.
long did it take to pick up?
I'm not fluent in it, but just over the years. We've been together 17 years now.
Yeah.
So he speaks only Dutch with the children.
That's
So I
fantastic.
hear it all day, every day.
Good on you. Well done. My dad used to yell at me when I was playing footy, yell out instructions in Scottish.
Did he? No one can understand Scottish.
No one could understand. Elisa, let's go for $300.
Okay.
Which of these is not a mini car model? A, Mini Roadster. B, Mini Clubman. C, Mini Countryman. D, Mini Mouse.
I wouldn't have known this, except there's an obvious one that I can rule out, and that's D. So we'll lock in D.
Log it in, correct for $300. Well done, Elisa. We'll take a break, come back right after this and play for $1 million in the hot seat tonight. Welcome back to the hot seat. I think I said there was $1 million up for grabs before, Elisa. It's 250,000. Doesn't matter. 250,000. We'll take that, won't we?
Yes.
Okay, let's go for it. $500 question. The acronym CAD, C-A-D, a term for a type of drawing used in architectural designs, is short for computer-aided what? A, domain. B, design. C, dot. D, draft.
I'm fairly certain it's B, Eddie, computer-aided design.
5 seconds. Want to go for it?
Yeah, we'll lock in B. Thanks,
It's
Eddie.
in. It's right for $500. $1,000. In September 2015, US District Judge George H. King declared which song belongs in the public domain? A, Jingle Bells. B, Auld Lang Syne. C, Happy Birthday to You. D, The Star Spangled Banner. 2015.
I'm pretty certain it's not A or C.
Can't pass. 6
I'm
seconds.
going to pass, Eddie.
See you,
Thank
Lisa.
you.
Bye-bye. Go, Lindsay.
Hey, Eddie.
How are you?
Not too bad. How are you?
Good. Lindsay Dix, 25, from Allen's Lawyers in Perth. From Highgate in WA. You've got a legal question.
Saw it coming.
Lauren is your girlfriend. Hi, Lauren.
Hi.
Been together for 5 years. What are you studying?
Medicine.
How long to go?
Oh, about 6 months.
Good luck.
Thank you.
That's great. What are you going to do? What are you going to specialise at any stage?
Oh, eventually in paediatrics, hopefully.
Good luck with it. Fantastic.
you.
Lindsay,
Yes.
come on, mate. Let's get this one out of the way. Do you know it?
I think so.
Good, in
But if I get
September.
it wrong,
You're out.
I'm out.
Yeah. In September 2015, US District Judge George H. King declared which song belongs in the public domain? Jingle Bells, Auld Lang Syne, Happy Birthday to You, The Star Spangled Banner.
I know this has come up, and I think it's C.
Lock it in.
Yep.
In it goes. Yes, it had been copyrighted for years and they were taking royalties on it, but now it is in the public domain. Happy Birthday to You is correct for $1,000. Yeah, Warner Music and later Warner Chappell Music since 1988 have been claiming ownership and no more. $1,500 question. Before we do that, you're a passionate musician.
I am indeed.
Play the drums. Tell me about your two bands that you're in.
So I play drums in two metal bands called Carthasy and Surroundings. We do it for the love, but I really enjoy getting out and, being able to head around the country and meet people from all around the world who've enjoyed our music, and yeah, it's really good.
Now, metal bands, you get a bit physical on stage?
We do, yes. I've copped a few drumsticks to the face, and one time our bassist tore an ACL halfway through the set, and then kept on playing because he's a legend.
Yeah.
And so yeah, and then started carrying the gear off the stage where he collapsed.
He was screaming, you thought he was singing.
Exactly.
All right, let's go for $1,500. Which of these is the largest species of monkey? A, Emperor tamarin. B, rhesus macaque. C, mandrill. D, capuchin.
I think the capuchin's the smallest. Mandrill seems reasonable. But then Emperor tamarin. Emperors are quite big. At this stage, I'm going to pass, I think.
15 seconds.
If I was going to go for something, it would be C.
Can I have a go?
Sure.
Okay.
Actually, no, let's pass. Let's pass. I'll see you in a moment. I'll pass. Yeah, I'll pass. C.
Why didn't you pass?
Let's find out.
C is correct for $1,500. Native to Central Africa, also one of the most colourful species of monkey. There you go. Yvonne, are you happy that the monkey question got out of the way? I thought you were a little bit nervous over there. Well done, Lindsay. Congratulations, buddy. You're playing beautifully. We're 8 questions away from $250,000 right after the break in the hot seat. Welcome back to the hot seat. It's one thing playing for $250,000, but Lindsay Dick was playing for far more important things than that, because his mate, his best mate, answered one question correctly on hot seat, and now, Lindsay, congratulations, you've answered 2. You've won.
That's all I could ask for.
Bragging rights forever. Lauren, is he going to let his mate really know about this?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Tell us about your mate.
Well, we actually auditioned together years ago now, and he got on the show and I didn't, so I assumed he was just more likeable. And I assumed it would never happen and it'd never come on, but yeah, he came on, and I think it was a question about the Angels. And so he didn't...
As in the band, Doc Neeson.
As in the band,
Doc Neeson.
Doc Neeson. It was Doc Neeson is the lead singer of Who?
Yeah.
Which he promptly went through A, B, C and D before getting it wrong. And then, of course, it was, am I ever going to see your face again?
No way.
Correct.
Thank you very much. Lindsay, let's go for $2,500. Which of these is a blue cheese? A, gorgonzola. B, mozzarella. C, Edam. D, ricotta.
Don't mind a blue cheese myself. I will go A, gorgonzola.
Gorgonzola, you're on a roll. Correct for $2,500. Yeah. Named after a town near Milan, where it was first made in the 9th century, blue or blue vein cheeses have blue-green veins of penicillin. Mould culture throughout the ripened curd, and beautiful.
Delicious.
With honey and a nice red wine.
So it fixes a headache, is what you're saying?
It does indeed. Or lots of things. $4,000. At the 1976 Olympic Games, Nadia Comaneci became the first woman to score a perfect 10 in which Olympic sport? A, dressage. B, diving. C, gymnastics. D, fencing.
Okay, as far as I'm aware, dressage is not scored out of 10, and nor is fencing. So that makes it either gymnastics or diving. My first thought was gymnastics. I'm not sure. If I had to go for something at this stage, it would be gymnastics, but I'm going to dally around for 13 more seconds, I think.
You going to have a go or not?
Let's do it again. C, gymnastics.
Lock it in.
Lock it
Worked
in.
last time. Worked this time for $4,000. Yeah, at the previous Olympics, Olga Korbut was the dominant gymnast. And the 14-year-old Romanian got up there the next Olympic Games, 7 perfect tens at the Montreal Olympics in 1976. And then Nelly Kim, the Russian gymnast as well, also got a perfect 10 at the same Olympics. It was an amazing situation, Nadia Comaneci from Romania. For all those who remember it, I can't believe it's that long ago now. Anyway, 6 questions ago for $250,000. This for $6,000. In which of these films did Al Pacino and Robert De Niro first appear on screen in a scene together? A, The Godfather Part 2, B, Scarface, C, Goodfellas, D, Heat.
I'm genuinely not sure on this one. First thought was Scarface, just because when I think De Niro, I think Scarface, but then I'm not actually sure if Al Pacino was in that film. I assume he was. No, at this stage, I'm going to pass, I think.
You're good at these ones. 6 seconds. What are you going to do, pass?
I'm here once, B, Scarface.
What do you want to do, quick?
Pass.
Pass. All right. Hello, Yvonne Bailey.
Hi, Eddie.
How are you?
Well, thanks.
51 years of age, a general practitioner in a semi-rural area of north of Newcastle.
Yes.
What is this place?
Where I practice is called Seaham.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a sort of a semi-rural village, small acreages,
Yeah,
a
great.
few thousand people. It's lovely.
Dad's with you today. Hank. Go,
yes.
Hank.
Hi, Eddie.
Hey, Mark is your husband of 2 years,
Yes.
a real estate agent. You've got 2 kids,
Yes.
Dean and Luke, who's 25 and 23. Tell me what it was like when you went into a surfing competition and suddenly up stands Lane Beachley, the 5-time world champion.
Well, I thought I was just going for a nice casual day out, have a day off work,
Yeah.
and rocked down the beach, thought, see who else is here. And there was Lane Beachley.
Yeah. How'd you go?
But
Did she win?
looked, she was wonderful. She was so supportive. I was a bit scared. It was a bit big for me.
6 foot waves, I understand.
Yeah. And I was lucky to even paddle out. And I said, look, not every day you get to surf with the world champion.
Yeah.
And she was really lovely. And she said, look, follow me. I said, I'm a bit scared. And she said, follow me and I'll call you onto a wave. And she did.
And she did.
Got
And you
me
finished
onto a
fourth?
wave. Well, and then I won my heat.
Yeah.
She was out there doing a promo shoot.
Yeah.
And then I got into the final with her and 3 others, but I came fourth, but I was very happy with that.
Fantastic. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
And she is a wonderful
She was
person, Lane Beachley.
fantastic.
She's just one of the great
Yeah.
sportswomen rather. And Kirk Pengilly, of course, her
Yeah.
partner, just great couple.
Yeah.
Hey, Yvonne, let's go. Let's win
Okay.
some money. In which of these films did Al Pacino and Robert De Niro first appear on screen in a scene together? The Godfather Part 2, Scarface, Goodfellas, Heat.
Well, I don't know the answer, but I'm sort of leaning towards A because I think that was probably the more recent, or the first of all those films
First
to be
appear
produced.
on screen in a scene together.
Yeah.
15.
Okay. I don't really remember the film Heat. I do remember Goodfellas, definitely there together.
6.
Thinking
4.
I'm going to put in C,
Quick.
lock in C.
Done. With a second on the clock. I'm sorry, Yvonne. No, it's actually Heat. Yeah. Released in 1995, directed by Michael Mann. They were both in The Godfather Part 2, but did not share any scenes in that movie.
Oh, well, that's how it goes.
I'm sorry, Yvonne.
that's okay.
Good on you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
very much. All of it. Hello, Rhiannon Tiemison. How are you?
Good.
A drama and English teacher from Wonga Park. We've got everybody in here tonight. We've got actors galore.
Yeah.
Tell me about drama and English teaching.
I love it. I
Yeah.
really do. I've studied education for about 6 years and now I get to teach 7 to 10 drama first year out of uni, and I love my kids and they're great. So.
What's the key when you tell kids, right, you're going to get into drama, right, here's what you need to do?
Don't take yourself too seriously. That's probably the biggest key. I don't know. Oh, just enjoy it,
Yeah.
really.
Sandra's your mum. Hi, Sandra.
Hi, Eddie.
How are you?
Really well, thank
Good to have you here. Been married for 2 years to Ross.
Yeah.
Who's a PE and...
VCAL teacher.
what's a VCAL teacher?
It's the Victorian Certificate of Applied Learning. So it runs alongside VCE, but it's a different program.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's get stuck into it. Good luck,
Sure.
Rhiannon. This
Thanks.
for $6,000. Angkor Wat is a famous temple complex in which country? A, Vietnam, B, Thailand, C, Cambodia, D, Malaysia.
In 2008, I actually went to Cambodia on a trip, so I know exactly where Angkor Wat is. It's in Sea Cambodia.
Lock it in. Correct for $6,000. Yeah. In the city of Angkor, the temples at Angkor date back to the 12th century. Is it true that you went over to Cambodia and got your nose pierced?
$2.
You know, when you go to these places, there is a reason why these things sometimes can be cheap.
Yeah, it wasn't the best practice. Traditionally, you're meant to use a needle, but they use like the ear gun and just clicked it in. But
yeah, the first
good
50 times
investment.
it was $5. What did the school say to you?
They said, Rhiannon, you're a school leader. You need to set a better example. They made me take it out. My mum was really unimpressed.
Yeah, I was going to say, Sandra, you're next cab off the rank here. What did you think when she came back with her nose pierced?
I was so angry I couldn't speak to her at the airport.
Everyone else's families were like, oh, welcome back, we missed you. Mum was like, we'll speak in the car.
Oh! And what school was that?
Oxley College.
And what school do you teach at now?
Oxley College.
Ah! Geez, that's a fair detention.
Yeah, I don't know why they
You've
took
been
me
there
back.
for 10 years.
Not sure how I got back, but happy
Good
to
on
be
you,
there
Rhiannon.
nonetheless.
All right, well, Mum's loving you now, so everything's happy after
She
you got
has
the
to.
nose ring out. 4 questions to go, 4 contestants. Everyone's in the money right after this in the hot seat. Rhiannon's in the hot seat, ready to go. Come on, Rhiannon, you're 4 questions away from $100,000.
Don't say that.
Why not?
That's crazy.
It's great. What would you do with 100,000?
I currently live in a barn on Mum and Dad's property in Wonga Park.
You really live in a barn?
It's a big, it's a glorified barn. It's a big metal shed that we've sort of refurbished upstairs.
Yeah.
And want to buy a house and get a bulldog
Yeah.
and maybe some kids.
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's probably where the money, most of it would go. Might give them some compensation for having to deal with me for a while, but...
Good on you, Rhiannon.
We'll see.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get out of the barn, okay? For
Thank you.
10,000. As a verb, divine is a synonym for which of these words? A, foretell. B, excuse. C, prohibit. D, improve.
As an English teacher, you'd think I'd be good with English words.
So
but
take it easy. You've got 25 seconds. Take your time.
I'm really actually
Think
not a good English teacher.
As a verb, divine
As
is
a
a
verb,
synonym.
divine synonym means another word for as a verb. Divine makes me think of something heavenly.
8 seconds.
Maybe D, improve?
6
You're only
seconds.
here once. Lock in D. Why not? I have no idea.
Lock it in. Why not? Because you've got no idea. No, the verb to divine,
Yeah.
divining rods, for example, is to foretell. Or discover by guesswork or intuition from an old French word
Okay.
for predict. Both forms of divine are the same Latin origin.
Yeah, drama teacher first.
Drama teacher, exactly. Well, exit stage left.
Oh, good. Thank you.
See you, Rhiannon. Go, Rob.
G'day.
How are you?
I'm tremendous, thank you.
Welcome, mate. Rob Trotters from Yarra Junction in Victoria. He's retired from Woolworths Bakery and the liquor department. 70 years of age. You're in good nick for 70.
I work out every month.
Yeah, look like it, mate. Yeah. Just once? That'll do. I'd been married to the beautiful Cheryl for 46 years. 2 daughters, Jenny and Amanda, 3 granddaughters. Do you reckon you can win $50,000?
Why not?
Well, let's have a go for 10 grand. Good luck.
Thank you.
China, Russia, the UK, the USA, and which other country are the 5 permanent members of the UN Security Council? A, France. B, Italy. C, Norway. D, India. China, Russia, the UK, and the USA. What's the other one?
I'm thinking France or Norway. Let's go with India.
Lock in D, India. No, it's the old school. It's France. France. All major allies from World War II.
What a bugger.
Yeah, the 2 non-permanent members are elected for 2-year terms. Rob, sorry, buddy. In and out.
Thank
See you
you.
later. All right. Elisa, get this right, you win $1,000. Get the next one right, you win $20,000 cash. Get it wrong, Lindsay's up for a shot at $10,000. All right, good luck, everybody. Elisa, this is for 10,000. Which of these is not the name of a recurring character in the TV series Fawlty Towers? A. Terry, B. Ben, C. Basil, D. Sybil.
Okay, I'm going to rule out C and D. I'm pretty sure they're in Fawlty Towers, although I've never actually seen Fawlty Towers.
Really?
No. It's A or B. Terry for me sounds familiar. I don't know why, but maybe there's a Ben.
10 seconds. 5.
I'm going to lock in B.
Lock in
Ben.
B with 2 seconds on the clock. Lindsay, what would you have locked in?
Probably B.
B is correct for $10,000. Yeah, Terry was played by Brian Hawley, appeared in 6 of the 12 episodes as the hotel chef. And of course, Sybil and Basil were in every episode, the 2 stars of it. Lindsay, thanks for playing so well, mate. You missed by 1. Alicia, you won $1,000. Our midwife at the Royal Women's Hospital. We're going to take a break, find out what's happening in our news break and come back and play for $20,000 cash. Elisa's in the hot seat, ready to go. The midwife from the Royal Women's Hospital in Melbourne, from Ascot Vale in Victoria. Peter's her husband, originally from Holland, met in Paris all those years ago. How long ago have you been together?
So we
how long
met
ago did you meet?
17 years ago.
17 years.
Yeah, we've been married 10, so 10-year anniversary this year.
Good on you. Congratulations. Right, let's go, Lisa. This is for $20,000. Now, you were on the show before. You made it to
Yes, I was.
But didn't get on.
No, there was a super clever guy who answered pretty much 11 questions straight, and then I was devastated he bombed out because he did so well. And then I was next in line for 50, so the guy before me answered the $50,000 question, which I knew the answer to.
All right.
But he didn't, and he was
Too
the
late,
last
she
one
cried.
on. Yeah.
So you sat where
I did.
the great man's sitting
I
right
did,
now, but
yeah.
this is for you now. 20,000. What are you going to do with 20 grand?
So we've actually booked a trip to, my parents live in Vietnam and my in-laws live in Amsterdam. So we've booked a trip to Vietnam and Holland. So that will help pay for that.
That'll be fantastic. Let's
Little
go
shop
for it.
in Paris, maybe.
Let's go for it. 20,000. You can just have as much fun as you like
Yep.
with Oliver, who's 10, Saskia, who's 8, Hugo, who's 5, and Peter up the back there, your husband. Let's go for $20,000. Which member of the Beatles was born first? A. John Lennon, B. Paul McCartney, C. George Harrison, D. Ringo Starr.
Okay, so Paul McCartney, I'm pretty sure, was the baby.
Born first.
Born first. I actually don't even think it was George Harrison for some reason. John Lennon, I think my gut feeling at the moment is Ringo Starr. Although John Lennon...
20 seconds. What do you reckon? 15. Talk to me, Elisa.
Yeah, I think I'm tossing up between C and D. I really have no idea, so I'm
7.
going to lock in D.
Lock it in?
Lock in Ringo Starr.
Lock in
Yep.
Ringo Starr. George Harrison was the youngest.
Okay.
Next was Paul McCartney.
It was John Lennon, wasn't it?
It was Ringo Starr. You won $20,000. Well done. Ringo was born on the 7th of July 1940. He was 3 months older than John Lennon, 9th of October 1940. Paul McCartney was 2 years younger on the 18th of June 1942. And the baby was George Harrison on the 25th of February 1943. Doesn't matter. Elisa, you've won $20,000. Enjoy Vietnam, enjoy Paris, enjoy Amsterdam. Elisa McDonald just won 20 grand. See you next time in the Millionaire Hot Seat. Good night, everyone. Come on, I want to give away $1 million tonight. Yes. Right, let's have a look at our 6 contestants. Yeah, they look smart enough. Somebody might win the whole lot tonight, or at least a whole lot of money. That's what I want to do. Change somebody's life in the next half hour. So sit back and enjoy as our 6 contestants try their best to win $1 million. Right, let's meet our contestants tonight. Over here in seat number 1, we have Trent Baker. Absolutely loves Shakespeare and studied at Shakespeare's Globe Theatre in London. While at high school, Elisa McDonald was suspended for lighting a can of deodorant. Lawyer Lindsay Dick hitchhiked on the back of a bitumen truck in the Philippines. Yvonne Bailey entered a Masters Surfing Championship just for fun and came up against world champion Lane Beachley. Rhiannon Tiernason once turned vegetarian to impress a boy. Unfortunately, neither worked out. And Rob Trott walked 2 k's home from the shops. Then he realised that he drove there in the first place. All right. Let's go, Trent. Come on. Hello, Trent Baker.
G'day, Eddie.
48 years of age, an actor, theatre director, drama school educator from St Kilda, Eastern Victoria. Kelly's your friend. Hi, Kel.
Hi, Eddie. How you going?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Hey, tell me about the Globe Theatre, working at the Globe Theatre or studying at the Globe Theatre in London, Shakespeare's old theatre.
That's it, yeah. About 4 years ago, I was one of 12 actors from around the world who got invited to study at the Globe Theatre in London for 6 weeks and basically study movement, voice and acting and get to perform on the stage.
What's your favourite Shakespearean play?
The Winter's Tale. That's probably my favourite.
I know the Winter's Tale.
Yeah, it's a kind of older, not old, what is older.
They're all old now.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's one of the later ones that he wrote. So,
Right, OK.
yeah.
What's it about, the Winter's Tale?
The Winter's Tale is basically about a couple called Leontes and Hermione. Basically, he accuses her of being unfaithful, banishes her, kills one of their children, and then realises that isn't true. And
It's a comedy then, obviously.
It's a comedy.
Yeah.
Shakespearean comedy, absolutely.
Speaking of comedy, you do a great impersonation, I believe, of Jim Carrey impersonating Jack Nicholson.
That's correct.
OK, come on.
All right.
This is Jim Carrey impersonating Jack Nicholson.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are many transformations in this life, and here is one of my favorites.
Flying bats over Gotham City. Wait till they get a load of me.
That's good. Good stuff, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Now, you've done some great work too. Directed a show, or assisted directed a show, with the wonderful, fabulous Caroline O'Connor. What was the show?
The show was called